It is my opinion that it is wise to put together your harmonica as soon as possible after taking it apart, because let's say that a bird or a dog knocks into something, knocks it over, and there the parts go, and just get it back together again. We're going to put this harp back together again best we can with covers, reed plates, and we'll do with the mouthpiece after we get the button on the slide. Okay, here we go. We have this and this and this and this. And I think we'll just kind of go like this and get that back together. Okay, and the first thing I do is come over and grab the two reed plates. Remember how I said that you can easily lay them on a table? I have some of my parts here. It's my mouthpiece. I have the two covers, one cover here, and I have some screws in here. I'm going to leave them in here until I'm done. This I don't need that, but I will need this. Okay, now let's get our orientation. This is a top reed plate and this is the bottom. How can I tell? Because the bottom has screw holes that'll take it that are threaded in it, and the top one doesn't. So this is the bottom one, and it goes in that orientation but flipped around. I'm not going to flip it around because I don't want these things, and this one will go like this. Okay, so very good. We know they're going to flip. Okay, now our next little operation is to put back in the slide spring. Now, the interesting thing about a slide spring is you might put it in, but it might snap out again. So one needs to be aware of that issue. And so we know that our orientation, this is on the up. This goes into that hole like this. And now the task is to take the pliers, the needle nose pliers, and to hold this part like this while we reset it onto the hole, and do it like that. And we hold it on with our thumb, press it down to make sure it's in place. Test that it's not going to fly off into my face. It does have to be put in so that the tine is against this edge, so when the slide gets pushed in, it pushes the slide in. We're ready to put it back together again. Now this is the top, and this is exactly the orientation that it goes into. Fortunately, this has a ledge, which is in the comb for it. This is the orientation. This is interesting. Oh, these aren't riveted in. They're screwed in. Isn't that interesting? I learned that. I thought they were riveted. They're not. They're screwed in. Isn't that interesting? Okay, now this thing goes in this orientation. So I want to come lay this one here, set it into place, hold it into place with my little fingers, right like that. And let's get started with these lovely screws that go through like that, and we'll catch the other side. So I'm coming like this, I'm coming like this and like this. I just want to get it aligned properly, so it will take the screw. Got it. Okay. Very good. Don't want them tight at all. Not yet. Just my light. Yes, I have glasses on. I have magnifying glasses. And they come here. to the left until it clicks. Then I come in very gently, not real tight. Let's go to the other side too and stabilize this harp now. And I'm coming in here, coming into there like this. To the left until you hear a click. That way you won't cross thread the screw and ruin the reed plate. That can happen. I know that I'm going to go now into all the holes. This thing isn't coming off anymore. And this goes here. I thought these things were riveted on. I'm glad to see that they're screwed on, which means I can remove them. I don't want to remove them, but I could remove them. Might have to remove them someday. That is a mouthpiece screw, not a other screw. We go here. Here I got two more to go. This one goes here, and this one goes here. Now they're not on there tight yet, so I can kind of wiggle it around and make sure that my orientation is 100% correct. Before I close this thing up, I'm going to take a look and make sure that I'm perfect on that alignment. I am, so I can come here. Each one gets back clicked. See, these screws are steel, but the reed plate is not. It's brass as a rule, plated brass. And so, you start the screw in wrong, it'll go in wrong, and it'll ruin the threads in the bottom reed plate. Ain't that a pretty story? No, it's not a pretty story at all, just so you know. And we come here, and we go to here, and go to here. Now, I'm not going to tighten everybody up yet until I look at it. I'm not real tight, and I never will be real tight. Okay, I got three smaller screws over here. 1, 2, 3. The ones that go at the front of the harmonica up here are a smaller screw, and that's why they were kept apart from the others. And so I can come here like this, and now this harp is heading to Russ Camerer for customization. And so I'm going to play this game a little bit differently because of that. I'm going to come in now just a very light tightening, not really very hard at all, and let it slide right through my finger. I have not found that it makes any difference what pattern I use in the tightening of these screws. I used to go only from the center out. I just don't think it makes a difference. The careful way I'm doing it now. I go to here to here, I go to here to here, like this. Now I'm ready for my final tightening for here. It's not a lot more, but I'm going to give it a little bit more, not much. I would say this is a 2-pound twist, very little bit. And it's got to be tight enough to hold the reed plate on, but you don't want to deform the reed plate. You don't want to strip the thing. And of course, sometimes I'll double up like here, and I go here. Now, I'm going to remove these stanchions if I can. And the reason I'm going to do that, if I can, is that then when Russ makes the KETTLEWELL resonant covers, he won't have to worry about these things necessarily not being there. But there is a downside, which is that they're not going to be in there in the event that he wanted to use it with another cover set. So I think I'll go ahead and put this back in, and I will simply inform him that these will come off if he wants them off. Okay, so I take a look at the back. Is it flush? Is it flush? Is it flush? Is it flush? Is it okay? I know that the screws are all tight. I've gone around a couple times. This is now put together. The covers will go back on. Why are the covers going back on? The covers are going back on because that's the button that came off it. The covers are going back on, not because it's going to play them with the covers, but the covers will stabilize and protect the reeds in shipping. So this goes like that. And this one goes like this. It's a great opportunity here to damage your reeds and your wind sabers if you're not very, 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 very careful. Oh. All right, are we okay? No, we're not. Let's say those come down like this. These come down just a hair. It's not easy to get these suckers on absolutely correctly. Now, these are the mouthpiece screws here, and these are the screws that end the... So what I normally do is I'll put the female in like that, flip it over, make sure my alignment's totally proper. Then I drop that screw in, and I'll let the bottom one slide a little bit. So that's the method I use that makes this easier. You come in here, you pop the female in. See, that pulled out a proper alignment on the top. It came over and it popped off that edge. That can happen. That can happen. Not such an easy alignment with these suckers. Okay, this guy comes from underneath like this, and this guy comes in, and of course this one's come out of alignment too. These are not the most precise cover design I've ever seen. The Seidel is far more secure. See how it clicked down? That means the cover is under the lip all the way along here. And I have to make sure it's under the lip all the way along here, and that it's lined up properly. They are in correct position for a tightening. And I will not over tighten this just like that, because it came from factory. Over tightened just a hair. So what did I just do? I made sure that the covers were on there and they dropped down off the lip of the top of the mouth of the comb, and it's correct to the back, correct. Now the harp is stable and safe as we move forward with the other work, which, as you know, is involving manufacturing a ergo button like this. I'll come get the camera and show you in detail what it is. This is my EAP that's been heavily customized with other covers. I use covers from a Hohner 280C. That's the button. Pretty darn big. Comfortable at all angles of attack. Large and extends out about between 1/16 and 1/8 of an inch farther than the original button that would have been about here. And this one's out a little further because with these KETTLEWELL resonant covers, the harp will be bigger. And with the bigger shaping, I prefer this button. I prefer this button even with stock covers. Beautiful set of covers on here. These 280C, they were opened up at the back a little bit so that they broadcast sound. Again, it is my opinion that in low-cost harps, the EAP 12 and 16-hole Performer models from EASTTOP available at EASTTOP Harmonica eBay store. I didn't get this harp free. I had to buy it full pop. It's a gift for Russ for doing the file to make the KETTLEWELL resonant covers. That it is probably the best deal in low-cost harps. And you might say, well, it's not fair to compare a $100 harp with a harp that has $300 to $400 in customizations. Well, you know, we're doing what we do. We're taking a harp that we think is a great chassis, which is the EASTTOP EAP Performer 16, and making it into a pro harp. I'll tell you though, dead stock, out of the box. It's very airtight, beautiful harp, usable button. I'm picky on the buttons. Of course, I make them, so I'm very much into custom parts. And I did, of course, smooth out the hole in the slide, in which goes over the mouthpiece screw with the bumper so that it won't cut into the bumper, and the bumpers last a lot longer. Not that that matters, because the harp comes with extra bumpers and extra parts, but still, I like it the way I like it. Anyway, it's great value harp. You can reach Russ Camerer if you want to know more about the KETTLEWELL resonant covers that actually have a acoustically legitimate shape. It's like the bell of a trumpet. Starts with a small diameter on towards the mouthpiece and gets bigger and bigger towards the end. It improves the quality of the tone and improves the projection. Quick test. See you soon on the lathe.